Viewer, just think about this for a moment. If, God forbid, you found yourself in a bit of trouble and were at a police station, could you or your family make a call that would result in your local MLA dropping everything, getting out of bed and rushing to the police station to help you? Is that even conceivable in your scheme of things? I'm a journalist, I live in the public eye, and I am nowhere near having that kind of privilege. So I'm wondering why Pune MLA Sunil Tingre isn't in more trouble. In the hours following the now infamous Pune Porsche crash, Sunil Tingre rushed to the police station after allegedly being summoned by the father of the underage driver of the Porsche sports car. Right off the bat, Tingre put out a suspiciously defensive-sounding statement saying he was at the police station to ensure that no favors were done and that the police did its work. Except, viewer, you and I both know that this case has been defined on a daily basis, literally, by the number of favors that clearly appear to have been done for the Agarwal family. Now, MLA Sunil Tingre's attempts to distance himself from what went down that night at the police station are hanging by a thread now, thanks to the emergence of his direct links with the senior forensics doctor arrested a couple of days ago for fudging the teenager's blood report in order to mask alcohol content. This very doctor, Ajay Tavade, who already has a dubious past, with reported links to a series of medical controversies, had the muscle of Sunil Tingre in his corner. That's right, we've got proof. Just 5 months ago, Tingre wrote a letter to the Maharashtra Health Minister Hasan Mushrif recommending that the tainted Tavade be reinstated in his position at Sassoon Hospital. There was no way that Tingre did not know about Tavade's questionable past. And now the question becomes, is that the reason why Tingre wanted Tavade in such a medico-legal position of power so that he could be manipulated in cases like this one? Was Tingre the fulcrum on which the entire VVIP privilege of the Agarwal family played out since that night of the accident? India Today's reporters on the ground say that the NCP Ajit Pawar faction, to which Tingre belongs, have asked Sunil Tingre to go beyond his initial defense and clarify further, as the heat and evidence has become difficult to ignore both for the MLA as well as for the party and now for the Maharashtra government. I go a step further, as I always have done, and wonder if the glare of scrutiny in this case should go beyond just the MLA himself to also look at the conduct of Maharashtra's health minister, Hasan Mushrif, and his own bosses in government, and whether the Agarwal family's links to the erstwhile undivided NCP reveal patronage and linkages to the Pawar family as well. Is that possible? The sequence of events over the last 11 days surely merit an investigation into all of these aspects I've just named. The impunity of the VVIP privilege that played out stinks strongly of legacy relationships and a rotten nexus of wealthy families, politicians, parties, and government. These relationships, you and I both know, viewer, don't happen overnight, and they're always lubricated by years of big monetary transactions. The indications are strong, but it is only an unsparing, unbiased, independent investigation that will reveal just how true any of these implications are. Well, speaking of impunity and family power, the latest chapter in this numbing saga has been the alleged involvement of the mother of the teenager, Shivani Agarwal. The police are on the lookout for her after it has been revealed that she allegedly got her blood sample submitted for forensic purposes instead of her underage son's, in order to apparently mask the alcohol content. This is still under investigation. Tellingly, however, she is no longer in Pune, and the police is now officially looking for her. Now, I'm not beyond seeing this as a mother willing to do anything to save her child from trouble, but is that really how one should regard a story where two families have been shattered thanks to the actions of virtually every member of this privileged Pune family? I cannot sit here in judgment. That's for the courts and the police. But there are three mothers in this story, viewer. Let us never forget. Two of them, as you can see, are shattered. Their lives will never be the same again. They will never have peace. They will forever be haunted by the loss of their children, Anish and Ashwini. And then there's Shivani Agarwal, who is suspected to have used her family's power and influence just to save her underage and very much alive son from some legal trouble. I cannot lecture a family on remorse, but it must seem clear to the Agarwals that this story has captured the national imagination because they and their powerful friends across departments have provided India with a rare cross-section view of the rot that still infects every part of India's criminal justice system. Whether it is the police, whether it is the politicians, whether it is forensics, whether it is the bureaucracy, whether it is the Juvenile Justice Board, whether it is everything in between. It is for this reason that people are refusing to look away and feel invested in justice being done. But even now, I can tell you, viewer, after 11 days, after all these favors, the true power of the forces at play mean that justice is still not a certainty. And that is the tragic truth.
The cries of these mothers still haunt. They have lost the young children, Ashwini and Anish. Both young IT professionals were crushed by speeding Porsche being driven by a drunk minor in Pune.
इसे सख्त से सख्त कार्रवाई की जाए क्योंकि वो बच्चा नहीं है, एक मतलब ड्रिंक करके इतनी बड़ी गाड़ी चलाता है, वो कोई नाबालिग नहीं है, सब चीजें वो बालिग जैसा कर रहा है, तो उसे सजा भी अच्छी होनी चाहिए ताकि दूसरे को वो संदेश मिले कि ऐसा कुछ होना नहीं चाहिए।
केवल पैसे के बल पे ये अपनी बच्ची को 15 घंटे में छुड़वा लिए। ऐसे मेरे बच्चे को ला सकते हैं क्या? वो ले आए मेरे बच्चे को वापस, ला सकते हैं। 15 घंटे नहीं, मैं उनको 30 घंटे देती हूँ, ला सकते हैं। अपने बच्चे को छुड़वा लिए।
As two mothers await justice, another mother tried to subvert it. This is Shivani Agarwal, the mother of Pune's Porsche Parivar. And it has now emerged that it was Shivani that gave her blood sample for her son's alcohol test. The blood sample of her drunk son, the minor driver of the Porsche, was swapped with the mother. Shivani Agarwal also paid 3 lakh rupees to the doctors at Pune's Sassoon Hospital to swap the blood samples. Shivani is now on the run. She is reportedly hiding in Chandigarh. This is the latest in the unraveling of this family.
Please, I request Police Commissioner to please protect him. Please protect him. Please.
Vishal Agarwal, the minor's father, who forced the driver to take the blame and bribed the doctors to swap his son's blood reports, is currently in custody. S.K. Agarwal, the grandfather, who allegedly threatened and kidnapped the driver and also had links to underworld don Dawood Ibrahim, is also under arrest. It is now clear that this influential builder family did all it could to buy their child's release. What about the price of the 2 lives lost? With Divyesh Singh in Pune, Bureau Report, India Today.